27 to that. Only added about another 12 to two-family, and about another 32 to multifamily. So not much, as you can imagine, with the housing market and such as it is, not much has been added. But the percentages and such remain essentially the same. Slight uptick in multifamily and two-family in terms of total percentage. Excuse me, a downward trend, excuse me. A little uptick in single-family just in terms of, again, what's been permitted. So we're looking at about 54% single-family, 10.5% two-family, about 35 and 2/3% multifamily since 2000. On page 3, we talk about, again, the number of units that have been approved since 2000. And again, those that have actually had permits issued in each of those respective categories. So I apologize, the previous number was really looking at that which has been approved, not permitted. So looking at the numbers that have been permitted since then, just again, slight uptick in every category. And we're looking at, again, what's been permitted, about 26% multifamily, over 59% two-family, and about only 24% single-family. And then finally, the total build-out potential, again, with what's been just approved. We updated these numbers again since October. Again, we look at the total there, the 20,681 total units in the city. Total undeveloped has now increased from 4,290 to 5,318. So that has gone up almost 1,000 units in terms of what's been approved just since October. And we're looking at almost 26,000 total potential for the city. So again, about another 5,500 above and beyond what's already existing. So there is quite a bit. Again, 5,500 lots or units available. Sort of more or less as headroom, so to speak.
Do you want to explain maybe to the people in the audience? They probably all understand this, but what a unit comprises of, as far as a single family would be one.
Single family would be one, would be one house. Duplex, two family would be 2 units. Multifamily is anything 3 or higher. Typically, we see 3-plexes or 4-plexes in the city. So, with that, I did want to highlight with the map specifically where some of those areas have been since 2000, and that's what this map is showing. It shows existing, a bit hard to tell, but just essentially the colored areas, the shaded areas there show what's existing, and we tried to highlight some of those multifamily areas that have been approved since 2000, and then what's also being built in since that time. In the south area, you can see here the hatched areas are those that have been proposed that are not built right now. Those that are kind of the speckled are the ones that have been approved and are getting permits built in right now. And then all the other ones, again, looking at the top of the screen there, in this area, that's, again, existing, more or less built out areas. So we tried to highlight as best we can with this map, and we can make this available to other folks too if they wanted to see this. This is just an updated map of what was presented to the City Council back in October. So with that, again, I can show some other areas if you'd like, Madam Chair, but this is essentially the kind of areas we wanted to highlight, is that there's some additional growth, larger areas, larger projects in the south, and then also to the northeast and also to the northwest. So whereas some of the kind of traditional or historical multifamilies have kind of been in these smaller stripped areas, kind of in the center or core of the city. See here too, small and speckled throughout. There's some larger projects that are being infilled in some of that core area, but also larger yet to the south and also to the northeast here as well. So again, just showing just the multifamily. We included the duplexes in here. It's not restricted by the moratorium, but it is, again, I think, something to consider as part of the work that's being done by the task force. So we did include that. We also included you can see there kind of gray or teal area here is central business zoning, and that does include within that some attached residential units. Not entirely, again, it's not showing entirely that area being comprised of just residential units, but there's some included in there with CV zoning. So we did want to highlight that as well. And again, some of the darker colors showing different types of zoning as well. So we're showing two-family, your traditional multifamily, three and above attached units, and then also kind of a mix of those that are here. We show some senior housing in the purple here. And again, the CV, the central business zoning, that shows kind of a mixed use attached residential units. And with that, did also want to jump over to, real quickly if I could, since 2000, again, since the last census data, the comprehensive plan changes that have been made, as well as the rezoning changes. Oh, sorry.
Scott,
Yes.
if I could interrupt, is some of this information available to the general public?
I believe it can be. We have it.
Yeah, we'll make everything available, any of the information that you want, just call Mr. Allen and we can make anything that you want available.
Okay.
Yeah, we can certainly make that available.
Thanks.
It may still be warm because we were just making photocopies an hour ago. So.
I like warm.
Yeah, so it's not, we don't have a whole lot of extra copies at this point, I apologize.
We have more people here than we anticipated, so.
There have been 10 comprehensive plan changes, or comprehensive plan map amendments, is kind of the standard terminology, where properties have been changed from either different residential